There's something about Nice that makes one joyful. Our spirits were down before we arrived in Nice. We lost a gadget to a group of scammers in our previous stop, so we were looking forward to a much needed and much deserved change of scenery. We just wanted things to be, well, nice. This trip delivered that, alright? But what we got was a lot more. Nice is one of those cities that can instantly put a smile on your face. Even right now, as I'm saying this and remembering my time, I can't help beaming. Whether it's the sunny weather, the laid-back atmosphere, the scenic shores, or the combination of all these, Nice is definitely more than nice. It's wonderful. Hey there, poor traveler. We are Vince and Josh. It's definitely a nice day because we're sharing with you some of the best things to do and places to visit in this sunny corner of France. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified when we upload new travel videos. And as early as now, please forgive my French pronunciations because, hey, I'm not French, but I'll try my best. Promenade des Anglais. Nice is best known for its coast. Although it is not strewn with fine white sand, this pebbly strip has been the favorite relaxing ground for Europeans for centuries. Even today, the beach remains as popular as ever, with tourists swimming, sunbathing, or simply lounging. The stretch is divided into several beaches, some public and some private. At private beaches, you can rent a lounge chair for around €20 per day. Part of the coastline is the Promenade des Anglais, which means walkway of the English because it was the English who funded its construction. In the 18th century, Nice was a favorite getaway among British nobles escaping the winter cold, including Queen Victoria. When you think of Nice, the first image to pop up in your head is probably that of the beach stretching to the horizon, splitting the view into two. The cerulean waters of the Mediterranean on the left, and the red-tiled roofs of the old town on the right. If you want to enjoy and capture that breathtaking view, climb to the top of the Castle Hill. This used to be crowned with the Castle of Nice, but it was destroyed by the forces of King Louis XIV in 1706. Today, it is a public park where you can enjoy the best view of the city. You can also bring some snacks and have an afternoon picnic. Most tourists take the flight of stairs to the top, but if for whatever reason you can climb on foot or you're feeling a bit lazy, there is a free elevator that you can use.
Ayan guys, kung gusto niyo pumunta sa taas, yung parang hill, yung viewpoint ng Nice, may elevator dito, may option kayo. Take the elevator, libre siya, libre. And if you want, naman, gusto niyo ma-exercise, may hagdan din naman na options, di ba?
You'll find it hidden at the end of this tunnel. The entrance is on your left-hand side if you're facing the hill with your back towards the sea. Place Massena serves as one of the main entrances to the Old Town. It is Nice's main square named after André Massena, a military commander under Napoleon Bonaparte. Designed by Joseph Vernier in 1834, it is surrounded by red ochre buildings that create a delightful view wherever you look. The square connects Avenue Jean Medson and the Old Town, which is guarded by a fountain overlooked by a statue of a nude Apollo, the Greek god of the sun, medicine, prophecy, music, and poetry. It is my favorite spot in the city. Courcelles literally translates to beating heart, which is apt because this vibrant market street is one of the busiest and most vibrant spots in the Old Town.
Dito kami sa market nila, sa may Old Town City Center. So, ito yung view sa baba. Dito yung palengke nila. Yan, tingnan nyo.
It is best known for its flower market. Nice has a long-held affinity for flowers. For over a century, farmers would come down and gather in Nice to sell flowers to wholesalers who would then transport them to other parts of the country. Side by side with the flowers is the fruits and vegetables market, where you can sample fresh produce from the region and neighboring Provence.
Sarap. Maraming makitang bilhin ng bottled water. So, bumili na kami ng pakwan. Healthy pa.
Both markets are closed on Mondays when the street is taken over by a flea market. Locally called Vieux Nice or Vieilleville, the Old Town is the historical center of the city, situated at the base of Castle Hill and fronted by the Promenade des Anglais. Its narrow medieval alleys wind in between old buildings and hide several cultural and gastronomic gems. The area is pedestrian-friendly, so it's entirely possible to explore on your own on foot. But if you want to appreciate the statues and the corners of the town, you may join a free walking tour.
Kahit na free walking tour siya guys, kailangan nyo mag-reserve. So magagawa nyo yun through online. So kami, ang pinili namin na walking tour is yung Riviera Bar Crawls and Tours.
We joined one and the 2-hour tour took us around the area, stopping at some interesting landmarks along the way, including this Gothic chapel designed by architect Bernardo Vittone and built in 1747, the city's Hall of Justice completed in 1892 at the spot where a Dominican convent used to stand, this small square fronting the Nice Cathedral and surrounded by a dozen Ochre House restaurants, and this gallery which showcases various pieces of street art. For many years, this gallery traveled from one city to another, bringing street art closer to more curious souls. For now, they have made this historic building their home. And oh, this building was the former residence of French painter Henri Matisse, who spent much of his life in the city. You'll also find San Francois Bell Tower, which is what remains of the old Franciscan convent that once stood here, and Place Saint-François, a small square that hosts the fish market every morning from Tuesday to Sunday. And Opera de Nice, the main venue for the city's operas, classical concerts, and ballet performances, and serves as the home of the Nice Philharmonic Orchestra and the Ballet Nice Méditerranée. Nice has been a part of France for only 150 years. It used to belong to the Kingdom of Piedmont-Sardinia until it rejoined France in 1860. To commemorate the 150th anniversary of the annexation, the Neuf Lignes Obliques was erected in 2010. It is a massive steel monument made of 9 30-meter beams joining together at the top. Neuf Lignes translates to 9 lines. On the other side of Castle Hill lies Port Limpia, the city's main port area. While most tourists come here to catch a boat or the Bus 100, I'll explain this bus later, it is an incredibly picturesque area too, with colorful buildings lining the horseshoe-shaped port. France in general is widely known for its gastronomy, but if you think you've seen and tasted French food in Paris, you shouldn't pass up an opportunity to pig out in Nice. It's far from the usual French food that you see in other cities. Thanks to the complicated history of the region, Niçoise cuisine is unique and eclectic. It takes advantage of the abundance of fresh, quality ingredients with a sprinkle of Italian influence. When choosing a place to eat, look for this sign. This label is awarded to restaurants that serve quality Niçoise specialties and provide warm service. Here are some of the dishes that you should give a try. Niçoise salad, which is composed of a mix of fresh young greens like arugula lettuces, and black olives, tuna, anchovies, hard-boiled eggs, and olive oil. This ratatouille, which is layered stew of vegetables like zucchini and eggplant. This dish originated in Nice too. When touring Nice gets too hot to handle, treat yourself to a scoop of gelato. As the most visited summer destination in France, Nice has several ice cream shops. Two of the most popular are Gelateria Azzurro and Fenocchio. They offer a variety of both tried and tested and unusual regional flavors like lavender, black olive, tomato, and thyme. Nice is a compelling city on its own, but what makes it even more appealing is that it also serves as the jump-off point to other destinations in the French Riviera like Antibes, Villefranche-sur-Mer, Cannes, and even Monaco, which is a completely separate country. It is possible to go around by taking the public transportation. The bus and the train can take you effortlessly. You can also join a group tour. If you wish to take the bus, the TAM is your friend. It operates intercity buses within the region from Cannes to Menton. The most popular bus route is the Bus 100, which can take you from Nice to Villefranche-sur-Mer to Monaco to Menton. The journey is considered one of the most scenic bus rides in the world. You can also travel by train. The TER Provence Alpes Côte d'Azur can take you to other cities and villages in the region. The main station is the Gare de Niceville. Here are the usual fares. We'll not discuss these French Riviera destinations in detail for now because we're planning on dedicating a separate video to them. But if you have something to add or a question to throw our way, make good use of the comment section below. If you need more information about traveling around Europe, you'll find comprehensive travel guides with sample itineraries on our website, www.thepoortraveler.net, or check out the links in the description. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Just look for @ThePoorTraveler. You may also tune in to the Poor Traveler podcast on Spotify. That's all for now. Remember, plan smart, travel safe, and make every trip worth it.